Hello and welcome back to this Fire Red Nuzlocke. I am your host, Super Saiyan Blue Lucario. On the last episode saw a little bit of grinding, early doors, before the addition of Barry B to the scene. A jolly Barry B. A jolly nature that's increased speed, I do believe. Not a bad nature for a potential B drill. As we saw Brittany, the calm Spearow, get to level 7. I think another couple of levels should be sufficient for the battle against Douche. Probably going to train Louie up a little as well. And maybe Planticus up an extra level, just in case I need to throw a Leech Seed out there and just for that extra bit of comfort, shall we say. Calm nature, not the best for a Spearow. I think it's increased special defense, decreased attack. But it's still good enough to get the job done at this point of the game. However, probably not against a Pikachu. Brittany's just taking one longer. Nope. I don't want none of that. You don't pay me enough. Send in the Planticus. And Planticus as well. Oh. I could do. I might be good enough, but... Oh, go on then. That just dominates! Well, I say dominates. It gets the job done, that's for sure. That's static though. As we saw last time, the pains of paralysis, the frustration. Hopefully shouldn't be too long to deal with this one. There we go. That's what I like to see. Might go find a trainer actually, gain a bit more extra experience. I believe there's one not far from here. Although level 5 Caterpie might help as well. I'd prefer to face Metapods and Kakoonas at this point. Probably the best bet of gaining any experience in the interim. Just a shame I don't have the running shoes just yet. Oh. There we go. Must have gone up the wrong side. But in doing so, I found a Kakuna. Destroy it, Brittany! Hit the Kakuna one more time! Apologies for my terrible singing attempts then. But it has led to a level 8 Brittany. Ah, it's an extra Pokeball. Oh, that one-hit kill. Beautiful to watch. These first couple episodes probably a little bit of grindy, but hopefully not too much. I was a little worried about that battle with Douche. fire type and probably flying type as well. Don't really have too many things that can resist that just yet. Ah, here we are. Excellent. Get me a trainer. Get me some money too. Gotta have that dollar. And the one shot from Brittany. Will it be another? Will it be a clean sweep? Of course. Brittany belting out the classics there in a very calm and controlled manner. This should be enough to get me to level 9. Excellent. Okay, I think it's time to train up Louis. I recently learned the name of the rat from Ratatouille. The name that was bugging me for some time in that first episode is Remy. After going back and watching the film last night. Disney and Disney Pixar, they do produce some good films. But some of the ones that people are obsessed with and just love, I never really got the appeal to. And I know it's not going to be a popular opinion, but never got the appeal for films like The Incredibles or Shrek. I mean, for Shrek, Donkey is a great character. I just didn't really like the film itself or the storyline. It's just never got behind it. And as for The Incredibles, it just really didn't appeal. I mean, there's superhero tropes and TV shows which I watch now, but it just didn't do it for me. I mean, even as a kid. However, the classic, "Woman, where is my super suit?" is a classic. I will give it that. I will give it props for that moment. But one small moment can't save an entire film. Are there any films that you guys love or hate which go against the popular opinion of people? If so, leave a comment below. Be interested to hear what people have to say. Slower than the Weedle now. Louis could be in trouble. Especially if that poison hits. Oh. And I am slower at the moment, so I'm going to switch you out for Planticus. Planticus is already paralyzed, so it can't be poisoned. And is almost at level 9 as well, which will be very useful at this point. Excellent. Right, before I go anywhere, definitely need to pop an antidote for Louis. How's he coming along? Very close to level 6. Let's just pop a potion as well, just bring that health back up. And get back to training. I think if I can get Louis to level 8, that should be okay. You should have Lear by that point. And Lear could come in handy against Charmander for dishing out that damage. Level 6. Nothing this Caterpie can do to stop the dominance of Louis. Continuing to talk about Dragon Ball Super, like I did in the last episode, I'm interested to know people's thoughts on the teaser trailer that was released for the December 2018 film for Dragon Ball Super, as it's a very different animation and art style. Very similar to the Sun and Moon anime for Pokemon, actually, and it seems to be the direction that animes are going in these days in Japan. Rather than the rigid straight lines, it's more fluid looking. And I know nothing about animation. I'll hold my hand up. I know very little about it. But speaking to friends who do animation as a university course, they were very excited about the Sun and Moon animation changes. It's easier to animate and you're able to animate it in greater detail. And that seems to be the consensus from people talking about the Dragon Ball Super trailer. I was listening to Geekdom 101 do a discussion about the teaser trailer and the animation for it with one of the guys who he gets on his channel quite consistently called Anime AJ, who's very knowledgeable about the subject, and he couldn't sing highly enough of the praises for the art style, the new animators coming in, and makes it apparent that Toei believe it will be the best looking Dragon Ball content ever produced. And for me, I enjoy how Dragon Ball's been animated in the past. Well, when it's on point, it's absolutely brilliant. And some of the episodes in the Tournament of Power arc were absolutely fantastic. Some episodes, due to the production problems which have been well documented, not so much. But it's Dragon Ball, and I've grown up with that series ever since it aired in the UK on Toonami, ever since we got it here. And I was hooked, and I still am. So, for me, I don't mind if the animation isn't perfect. It's Dragon Ball. I'm going to watch it either way. But I'd love the animation to be just beautiful. I want the storyline to be good. I want Dragon Ball to be as good as it possibly can. And I certainly will be going to the cinema to see it if we get a theatrical release in the UK. But it will be interesting to get people's thoughts on the change to the animation styles. It's very different to the product of Dragon Ball that we have seen in the past. So... Quick attack. Not Lear. Well, I do have Tail Whip, so that should work. Oh, critical hit. Just to rub salt in the wounds. For those who would like to listen to the discussion about the animation style for Dragon Ball Super and the direction it's going, I'll leave a link to the video I'm referencing down below at the end of this one for you to check out for yourself. Anyone interested in the details about the animation world, Anime AJ, very knowledgeable, and it's well worth a listen. It's a very interesting subject. Well, for me it is. This should see me get to level 8, so should be sufficient. Oh, and a crit for good measure. Question is, I'm not certain what level Douche's Pokemon are going to be. I think they're going to be 8 and 9, but it could be 9 and 10, which could be a little more problematic for me. Alright. Let's just go back to Viridian and heal quickly. There is such a thing as over-preparing and over-grinding, and you wouldn't have the suspense needed in this Nuzlocke if I didn't take a couple of risks now and then. You might call it reckless, but I call it extra entertainment for the fans. I think Quick Attack will do enough damage against the flying type Pokemon he's going to wield first. So, let's get this potion here. Could be very useful in the upcoming battle. Alright, here we go. No time like the present. Hey, Lucario! You're off to the Pokemon League? Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guard won't let you through without them. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? See, I love how he says that as if he's tried to go through to the Pokemon League himself, only to be turned away. Much like a doorman turning away a very drunk person at a nightclub. Yes, I'm speaking from experience. And it's Pidgey up first, level 9. So it could be level 9 and 10. This could be a difficult battle. Let's throw in a quick attack, see how we do. Oh. Sand attack could be a bit of an issue. See how much damage we take. That sand attack is going to be a pain. A crit will kill me at this point. Oh! But a crit dominates the Pidgey. Do I throw out a Tail Whip? So I'm going to be switching into a Charmander now, which will have Ember. Risk a quick attack. How much damage does Scratch do? 5, so a crit would definitely kill at this point. And that sand attack is still going to work against me, so let's throw a potion on there, just to be safe. He's not using Ember just yet. Oh, it's level 9 as well, so... In fact, I might... If I don't miss, I might have this. Oh! MVP of the battle, Louis, dominates against Douche. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And he gains a level for his efforts. Thought I had something to worry about with that sand attack, but the critical hit quick attack. Just finishing off the Pidgey. Yes, we should get a move on. And that looks like a perfect place to end the adventure for now. I've been your host, Super Saiyan Blue Lucario. Please don't forget to leave this video a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, it's time for me to have a cup of tea.